of independence, please.
Thanks, Frank. Can you see the T-shirt? Another Scotland is possible. Another Scotland is possible. But it's not really strong enough, is it? Because another Scotland is absolutely essential. Because to some extent this campaign is a bit like a tale of two T-shirts. There's mine and there's the other one. You know what that says? That says UK, okay, UK, okay. And you know, some people actually believe this. I spoke to somebody on the doorstep the other week up in Minas Hill, and I said, well, why are you voting no? Well, if it's no broke, don't fix it. So, living in the fourth most unequal country in the developed world, a country whose wealth gap has been increasing every year for the past 30 years, so that it's now the biggest in the European Union, that must be okay. Do you think that's okay? Well, 50% of all pensioner households in Scotland live in fuel poverty. Means they can't afford to keep warm in the winter. Because they've been hit by this sort of double whammy of having the second worst state pension in the European Union. And at the same time, they're being hit with the inflation busting, profiteering of the privatised energy companies on the other hand. It's no wonder they can't afford to heat their homes. Is that okay? No. And then it must be that the City of London and Westminster and our financial institutions who encourage tax avoidance of somewhere, because we don't know, because it's avoided, between 25 and 70 billion pounds every year. And this is encouraged and facilitated by the financial institutions who give big fat bonuses to the bankers, while in Dundee, 1 in every 25 people is now apparently dependent on food banks. Is that okay?
No!
So what are we going to do about it?
Yes.
Thought you might say that.
Nuke them!
Don't think that's a good idea, because that's somebody else will waste money on, isn't it? But voting yes, everybody here is going to go out and vote yes.
Yeah.
But it's going to take more than that. Because we're going to have to build a new Scotland, a fairer Scotland, a more equal Scotland after the yes vote. And that's just too important to be left to the politicians. It's about us. We're going to have to build that better Scotland, and we're going to have to do it together. We're going to have to start now. Because the politicians aren't going to win this referendum for us, and they're not the ones that are going to build the better Scotland. The people who are going to win this referendum and build the better Scotland are people like Jill and Karen and Sarah and Susan and Stuart and the other people who come out with me on Tuesday nights canvassing, chapping on the doors, and the front line of this referendum is on every single Scottish person's doorstep. And we've got to go and speak to every single one of them and show them the opportunities that the yes vote means for making a better life for them and their children. And we need you, need every single person in this room to come and help us. And we're giving you a big opportunity to do that, because we're going to have the first mass canvass, Super Sunday mass canvass in Dundee. They've been doing it in Glasgow, they've been doing it in Edinburgh. They get 100, 200 people out, going round one of the schemes, knocking on everybody's door, speaking to every single person. And we're going to be doing that on the 11th of May. If you look on our Facebook page, Radical Independence Dundee, you'll see the event guide. And we've got a wee declaration on there, we call it the Declaration of Dundee. And we want you to put your names onto that Facebook event page. Join us, join our team of canvassers, and get out there and speak to people. They're just like you. It's just us speaking to other people, other Dundonians. Great. So I want every single one of you out there. And if we do that, if we all get out, have the courage to put our bodies on that front line of this referendum campaign, then we will win. Because I don't want to win by 50% plus one. I want an overwhelming majority of the Scottish people to take the power into their own hands and build a people's Scotland, a Scotland for all of us. It's up to you. Come and help us. Thank you.
I did tell you, he's quite an inspirational man. Boys, get all your hands together for Mr. Duncan McCabe. We're just going to get the gear changed off, and then we're going to get the Graham Brown band to come up and do a few numbers for you.